Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nikki Zick, and today we're going to be doing a watercolor cherry blossom postcard, or it's 5x7. It also could be framed. And the reason why I chose cherry blossoms is because I was watching a lovely YouTube video that had piano music, and it had all footage of cherry blossoms. And I always love them in spring. They don't last long enough, but I thought I captured the feeling of cherry blossoms looking up in the blue sky. So let's get started. It's a quick painting. It's wet on wet technique. I'm using a dagger brush. I'm going to get my paint ready, and I'm using a light pink to start, and then I have a more of a carnation pink that's a little bit more yellow that is going to be for accents, and then we do a red center for pop, just like a cherry blossom has, and then we're going to do nice green leaves to give it that lovely branch too. And let's get started. So make sure your paint is medium to thick consistency and ready to go. I'm almost ready with my paint, and we'll get started. We'll ruffle out the edge like a cherry blossom has. Bring it out a little larger, coming to the center. Now I'll pick up my carnation pink to add some darks to the center of the carnation. You could bring some to the outer edge. A little more paint. Okay, that's carnation number one. Cherry blossom number one. And now we're going along, doing the ruffled edge, inside a little more. And now we're doing the accent of the carnation pink, leaving a little bit of center for the red. And now we're going to pop the red in the first flower and watch it bleed the second flower. Okay, we'll do our third flower blossom to the left, and we use our dagger brush on the side, get the ruffles of the cherry blossom. Now with the carnation pink for some deeper tones in the center, on the outer edge. Go on with the red. If the red's bleeding too much, you can always remove some. We could also remove some paint to have a little more light. This flower down here needs a little more lighter pink. Also, I can remove paint on this one, give a little highlight. This one as well, my red bled a little. Okay, my little highlights. Okay, now we're going to use our round brush, and we're going to go into a nice chocolate brown, medium to thick consistency, probably more thick because we want the branch to be opaque. So get it to the consistency of heavy cream to light cream in the middle. And then we're going to go diagonal from the left to the right, press down. We can go through our flower. This layout might be a little different, but it will have the same feeling. Connect this flower to the branch, connect that flower to the branch, and this flower is already connected. Now we're going to literally branch out from the main branch with tiny little branches, using the chocolate brown, and let them feather out. do a branch here. Crooked little branches. The more regularity you give them, the more natural it looks. You darken up your big branch, make it wider at the bottom. Okay, I think I'm going to add some more red to the centers of my flowers. I think they're more dry. We'll see. I do want bleeding, but I didn't want as much bleeding as before. Okay, we're going back to our dagger brush and we're going to add the green. So I'm using a different palette because the greens in my original palette I didn't like. So it's convenient when you have different palettes to choose from and mix and match. So I have a nice amount of green on my brush. We'll do the flowers, the leaves coming out of the flowers first. Then we'll add smaller leaves here and there to the branches. Because that's how it grows. Can add a leaf here. We could put some along the branch. Okay, I think that's enough. Our red is bleeding nicely. I might go in one more time with a dark red once we're finished with the background. So I'm going to pull one of my wider and larger paintbrushes, rounds, to do the background. I'm using a beautiful sky blue, and we're going to do a wet on wet technique. I'm getting my paint ready to a nice thick consistency, not too watery. I want full concentration of color. When I do the wet on wet, I want it to spread into the water quickly. Okay, the brush is ready. I'm going to wet the paper, being careful not to go, whoops, into the leaves. There goes a water droplet. We'll have to be careful around there. Okay, so here goes our blue. And it just pops, and we spread it along the top and into our flowers. Add some more water. Blend it down the side. You can be careful of not touching any of the branch. We just want to go around it delicately. The leaves, the flowers. We'll go inside the flower, inside the leaf. With the paler blue, we're going to keep a heavy concentration of the full color in the corner and just pull out from there. We'll bring this blue down in between the leaves, pull a little more blue from the corner in between the leaves, and as you see, the sky is starting to form. Add a little water on this side now. Let it go down the side of the page. Whoops, again I touched the leaf, what I told you not to do. Isn't that the way it always goes? Okay, now we add some blue. And we don't want it to be as dark as the upper left corner, so I'll pull some off. It's a little watery, but I need to get it into the corners of the flowers and leaves and branches. And delicately move the blue paint around, bring it up to the corner, and do the sky around the flowers. We'll do another dab of blue in between the flower, go around the leaf. In the center here, we put some light blue. Okay, now our painting is almost finished. We're doing the bottom. We're wetting it with clean water that has a tint of blue, which is fine. I'm going to mix it into the right corner, blending all the blue so no place is too heavy, bringing it down. Now we'll dab a little more blue, come over here and blend into the wet water. Okay, we're almost done. Blend this here. Okay, a little blue up here. Okay, if you get a little blue on the flowers, you can always erase it with a clean brush. Okay, and then like I said before, I might go back in with my red in a stronger, thicker consistency so it won't bleed as much, and the flowers should be a little bit more dry. But I'm using cotton paper and a block, so it does take longer to dry. It stays wet. Let's see, maybe I could use a darker red. I think that shall be a good idea. Okay, there you go. So this is our cherry blossom postcard or painting. Finished. 3 beautiful blossoms. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe so you can be alerted of new videos that I post. So have a nice day, and I'll see you once again. Bye-bye.